right, let's do it. Let's bring him on. Big Woo, Brandon Woodruff from the crew, joining us right now.
Come
How we
on,
doing?
look at that.
Wow.
We have an age.
Hold on.
Are we
Can
gonna
you
go
see
there
it?
though?
Is it gone?
I don't even know who he is now.
We have an age
All right,
limit
I'll
on
let
this
you
show.
handle this.
We have an age
All right, I'm
limit
gonna
on
let you
this
in.
show.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you in on a costume secret here for Halloween. So my wife's a big, tall, blonde-headed lady, and I got the little mustache rocking. So I think we're gonna go as I've got a Travis Kelce jersey in the closet, so we're gonna go as Taylor Swift and Mr. Kelce for Halloween.
Big Woo.
So.
Big Woo. This is TV magic. I want Todd Frazier. I want Todd Frazier to read what I wrote for your costume. Joni.
And I didn't say anything.
You didn't tell me anything. Read it.
He said Joni should go as Taylor Swift and Travis, and you as Travis Kelce.
Let's go.
Come on, when you know somebody, you know somebody. Let's go.
Right there. Solid. Give me some.
That's TV magic.
That was good, dude. Tell me
that
you know Woodruff without telling me you know Woodruff. Jeez.
Solid.
I mean,
yeah, let's go.
All I got to say is, Big Woo, we showered together, kid. We showered.
We did. Yes, we did.
That's it.
Oh, my
Locaine knows it. I told Locaine yesterday.
Oh gosh, man, that's
How you
good.
feeling there? How you feeling there, handsome man?
Man, I'm good. Just getting into off-season mode. We just got off the playground. I don't know if you can hear my little girl back here, but she cooking a brisket all day, so we're gonna have that tonight. But man, just you get into off-season mode and kick it in and relaxing a little bit, but doing good.
How's the arm?
How's your arm? How was surgery? The whole deal. Yeah.
The brasso is good, man. It's I got about 2 more weeks here in the sling, and honestly, sleeping's the worst part. Just getting comfortable, but it's been good. Everything went really well with the surgery, and I'm glad just to get everything fixed and ready to go.
Do you do lower body? Like, give me the exercise breakdown, or you have to wait and then you can do that?
Yeah, I just got stitches out today, so I literally couldn't do anything until I get those out. So I'm so early into this rehab process, but I'll slowly start progressing into doing kind of general lower body stuff. But I tell you what, a lot of walks in the neighborhood, following Kyler around, riding her bike, and that's been about it. But I couldn't sweat for I probably can't do nothing for the next couple weeks, but I can start moving around a little bit.
How's the mental state? Like, is there anything going on? When you get surgery, dude, crazy things. You're sitting there like, man, I can't sleep. What the heck am I getting into? Like, how did this happen? Like, how's your brain doing? Your mental state, man? Because that's a big thing, man. People need to understand.
It's a huge thing. You go through the whole process of, why did it happen? How did it happen? Did I do everything I could to prevent it? And all those questions, once I went through the surgery and had it done, it's, it's been good. It's honestly, you have an arm taken away from you for about 4 weeks, and it kind of takes your man card away from you. You can't do anything. That's the suckiest part. But you know what? I did everything I could to prevent this from happening. It's one of those things in the sports, man. It just happens, and you deal with it. You can't do nothing about it. And I look at it like I got a brand new shoulder. I just got to rehab it, and I'll be ready to go.
I think you're getting your man card back. You got a brisket going in that. Did Joni have to put that brisket on for you, or was it like? Well, how did that work?
Jesus, man, you know me too well. Like we double teamed it. I gotta put this thing on the grill. I can't just let Joni do the whole thing. So she grabbed one end, I grabbed the other with my one arm, and we laid it right on the grill. So no, we both. It's a team effort. She's actually here in about I'd say about 30, 40 minutes. Gonna go out there and spritz it with some apple juice. So we're gonna keep it going. It's a team effort.
Yep, that's good.
Okay. Lastly, on this one, it's so early, but timetable, and do you look at someone like Max Scherzer? And I know everybody's body and injuries and whatever are different, but like when Scherzer got hurt, with his injury in, what was it, like August. They were like, and he's done for the year. And I remember we talked about it. That was what was reported. And he's not only back in the World Series, he pitched in the ALCS. And obviously, it's tough to just jump right back into the playoffs. But have you talked to docs about that? And even whatever they say, or you're like, yeah, screw it, I'll see you in August or something like that.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm still so super early. And look, here's the thing that like fans don't really see average. Like they see something reported, and then they immediately go to Google and they say, okay, this is what he's got. Everybody's a doctor, right? And they think they know what's going on. You look at Scherzer's deal. I mean, he came back. We don't know exactly the extent of the injury, but obviously I did watch him throw, and he looks really good. But I'm 2 weeks into this thing. From talking with doctors, multiple doctors, there is a possibility to be open to be thrown at some point next summer. Now, I'm sitting here 2 weeks post-op. I've got a long ways to go. So, but that is a possibility for me. And, as an athlete, you have to set goals and something to look forward to. So, I can't really say anything else than that, but that has been told to me by, a couple of doctors that I've talked to throughout this process. And, you know what? But again, I'm 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes. But there is a possibility for at some point during next summer. So
that's really cool, man. I mean, nowadays these surgeries, it seems like used to be like 12 to 16 months. Now most of them are like 7 to 8 months. But take your time, man. Make sure you're 100%, man.
See,
appreciate that.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's it's obviously very vague, but like I have to do what's best for me at the end of the day. Yeah. Like I've still got a lot of baseball left to play. And you know what? It sucks. Injuries happen, but that's part of this game. That's part of what we do. And, I will definitely take my time and do this the right way and, have it taken care of the first time.
Yes. Now I want to jump into something crazy. I read this stat the other day that teams that beat the Brewers, they make it to the World Series. So you see this thing. Can we talk about that for a little bit? What does that even mean? How does that happen?
I've seen it, man. It's literally, and look, Diamondbacks, unbelievable team. The way the combination of speed and power and the way they throw the ball, like that lineup is so dangerous, man. And I know people don't give them credit, but you've seen what they've done throughout this playoffs. And we kind of got we knew once we were playing them in the playoffs, like it was going to be tough. And you know what? That's a great team. But yes, it was like this year. It was like, man, it felt like on our end with the Brewers, it was like, dude, we've got a very steady lineup with veteran and younger guys, and it was all kind of happening, kind of at the right time. And then we knew we had the pitching to do it. We just had to get hot, and it just kind of fizzled out on us. Once they beat us that first game, it was, it's hard. Anything can happen in the playoffs, but it was. We knew we were in for a good test, and man, that's credit to them. They're a good team, man, really good.
Do players notice that, Woody, during the season? Like, will someone say to you, yo, Big Woo, this Arizona team, like, their win total's okay right now, right? Because that's what you'll point to, and that's what maybe casual fans will look at, and even hardcore fans, right? Like, for me, towards the end of the year, they had a trip in New York. They lost both series to teams that were okay, right? There's talent on those New York teams, but they weren't good. They didn't make the playoffs this year. So do you play a team like that sometimes and go, oh shit, I wouldn't want to play this team in the playoffs. I kind of hope they don't make it.
And it's the funny thing about baseball. Like the sport is so weird. Like you can get a sense, and it's all about getting hot at the right time. But when we played them in the regular season, it was like, you could see like these dudes can steal a lot of bags, man. And as a pitcher, you're always aware of that. And it can kind of give you trouble. And then they got guys sprinkled in there that can take you deep. And just from a pure lineup standpoint, and I'm talking just as a pitcher, it's a scary lineup because there's never a break when the guy's on base, and you have to worry about the long ball too. So, and you have your ups and downs throughout a season. Teams go through stretches where they're not playing well or whatever it may be. But you know what? They've started playing good baseball at the right time when it matters.
All right, Big Woo. Now I got to ask a question. Don't get mad at me when I ask this question, Big Woo. Okay. You gonna trim that mustache up, or is it gonna be like it's looking like you need it to be thicker?
No, I like it.
No, I need it thicker. I need everything else trimmed up around it so that it really pops.
I still got a few more days before Halloween, so I'm kind of letting this, not slick, but I'm gonna take it down and kind of emphasize the mustache. So yeah, I'm still working on it.
All right, good. Now I can ask you the real question because I was just mesmerized by the push broom on your face. But have you had any discussions with the Brewers about like next year, what this looks like? I know you're going to be a free agent after the season.
Right.
I know there's non-tender stuff that could happen. Have you guys discussed this? And if you haven't, what do you envision that looking like? And you and Bo, what does that look like for you guys?
Right. You know what? First off, we have not had any conversations as of yet. And look, the World Series the season isn't over yet. Teams are still. I'm in a unique situation. Teams are still trying to figure out what they're going to do for their offseason plans. And as of now, I haven't spoken with the Brewers yet directly about my situation, but that time will probably, it's going to come here very soon. But in terms of me and listen, I was drafted and developed by this team. I was drafted by them in 2014. I realized the way this thing works, the way the business works. I get everything, but I've been so lucky to be with one organization and basically one coaching staff my whole career. And that doesn't happen too often. But, I'll make this clear. Like I fit in so well with that city and this organization that, my hope is that I will be a Brewer for a long time. Like that's what I want. So now going forward, I don't know what it's really going to shake out, what's going to happen. We're still super early, but we'll have those conversations here coming up soon. But currently, that's about all I can say about it.
That's good. I appreciate that. I appreciate the honesty. Now I need you to be honest. You think our boy Counts is going to be a Brewer, or you think he's going to be a other 29 teams? Because I'm pretty sure every opening right now, I think there's like 5 other openings. Yeah. 6 openings total, something like that. But what do you think? You taking the field or are you taking the Brewers?
I'll tell you what, and I respect Count so much. He did this thing. He played this game for a long time, and he's been an unbelievable manager. You kind of saw it firsthand kind of when we did things a little bit different in 18 in the playoffs. And just the way he does it and goes about it is very unique. And he's one of one, man. Like he's as a free agent player, like for a manager, he's the number one guy. And I think Counts is doing the right thing for him, and he has to go obviously see what else is out there. But I will tell you that this is not a gift. Counts loves Milwaukee, man. He grew up there. He's a Milwaukee Brewer lifer. Listen, I know he's going to want to do everything, and I'm not speaking for him, but just in terms of the way I feel about it, he's going to do everything he can to stay in Milwaukee. But you know what? Things happen, man. It's this game. It's crazy, but I know he's going to do everything he can to stay in Milwaukee. So I think we'll know something very soon, but we'll just see how it plays out. But I know he loves Milwaukee, loves the Brewers. And he's done an unbelievable job, and he's put himself in a position to earn that right to entertain, other options.
Do you respect the angle that's out there right now that he's a free agent and there have been some managers in this sport that are underpaid? And the position in general, I guarantee the average salary for a manager now compared to 5 years ago, something like that, has gone down. And it's important for him because he's part of, it's not a union, right? You're part of a union. You see a player sign for a big money, that elevates everyone, right? That's where you guys are all teammates. to me, I'm looking at that situation in the same way. This is a really unique case. You don't have a young manager, who's just been one of the best in the sport, undisputed for a while, have free agency with a lot of teams open, teams that will spend, and a situation where for some reason the salaries have gone down for many skippers. I'm not saying him, he's paid fine, but this can elevate the field. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I respect 100%. That. I'm curious from the player perspective what you guys see.
Yeah, I think you hit it head on. Like, I mean, that's kind of his situation, right? Like, I think if he's the best at what he does right now, and if he commands a larger salary, then I think that's going to help coaches, managers, folks down the road. And it's just you said exactly how I think players look at it, how I look at it. Like, he has to do what's best for him, and I think do what's best for the game. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens, but you know what, Counts he's been so good to me and all those guys in that clubhouse. And you know what, I think everybody wants the best, for Counts.
All right, now you got to take us around the tour of you're just absolute ADD in the background of your. So we got a Normatec, not a Normatec. We got the stim machine. We got arrows. We got your high school team picture. We got. I hope that's Clayton Kershaw's autograph on your jersey from when you hit a dinger off him, but I don't think it is. We got. I do
have the ball though.
You have the ball. You have the ball.
I got the ball.
He still needs to sign that.
Oh gosh, he did sign me a jersey last year. Listen, dude. Clayton's the man. I've told the story before, but we kind of broke the ice. It was right before the COVID, in the spring of COVID, right before it hit, and we all got sent home. He's really good friends with Josh Lindblom, and he was with us, and where Lindblom had asked me to come over for, invited me and Johnny over to, hang out at the pool one day after workouts. And he's like, just a heads up, Kirsch will be there with his family, whatever. I was like, okay. So we had just thrown against each other earlier in the day. And it's like, the whole home run thing happened. And I've thrown against him plenty of times after that. Never even came close to touching a ball. So then we get there and he's already in the pool with his kids, and me and Johnny kind of sit down and he kind of swims up slowly, and I'm like, oh my God. It was like one of those moments. It's like, dude, he knows who I am. Like, he's swimming up over here. Like, I'm getting nervous. And he's like, dude, I wish you to hit that home run off anybody else. He's like, you could have just hit it off Bueller just to so we could have made fun of him. And I'll never forget that because it was so funny. And he's such a nice dude. And ever since then, he had come over one separate time to him and his family to have dinner in spring. And he's just he's very nice. He's very down to earth. And so then last year I did get him to sign me a jersey. So no, he's super good dude.
That's really cool, man. So he's a guy that doesn't like facing you. Who's a guy you don't like facing in professional baseball? Is there a couple of them, or is there just one guy that's just like, man, he's got my number?
If I was still playing, it'd be me, Big Woo.
Oh.
How about that?
I hear you.
How about that?
Well, you get a steady diet of fastballs. I know that. Along with everybody else.
You'd be breaking on. You'd be a thumber, just a thumbing the ball out there. That fastball wouldn't come back, Big Woo.
I try to pitch like I throw 88, though. I truly do. Like, I try to pitch like I throw 88 with my stuff. That's the way I approach it. I honestly, I tell you, a guy that the type of hitters that are tough on me are the more contact guys, the smaller contact guys. They tend to work at bats. But I tell you what, man, Nolan Arenado for me has now. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. I just go off how each at bat with that guy is, and he makes adjustments pitch to pitch. And I've faced him a lot just because we're in the same division. But him and Goldie, man, they're tough. But Arenado is like, he's tough. He's really good at making adjustments and staying through his bat just seems to stay through the zone for so long, man. It's like he's on every pitch. I make a good pitch, he fouls it off, and just works in a bat. So he's one that really sticks out to me.
Interesting.
I know we might have talked about it at some point during the season. What was the biggest shock to you during the year, aside from your team? I bring that up. Obviously, the Cardinals could fit that bill because you're in the division. Like, did you think, damn, this team is going to be such a pain in the ass to face? And you're like, wow, what is going on there?
You know what? You kind of, now that you said it, yeah, like you try to think about stuff that goes on, but the team they've got, man, it did make sense, like you got the reigning MVP and you got Arenado on the other side and you got Edman, you got all these guys that just seem to, they always, you play the Cardinals and they always seem to, they're good, man. They're just really good. There's no way to put it. But for whatever reason this year, it just didn't go their way, and it didn't make much sense for them to not play well. You're used to going down the last couple weeks of the season and fighting with those guys for the division, and whatever happened this year, I don't really know. Don't have an answer, but yeah, that was strange.
All right, Big Woo. Got a question for you. Have you ever done Have you ever done the immaculate grid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever done it when it's printed out on paper?
Once. The first time I did it, first time I heard about it was in New York and at the Mets place. So they had them printed out, but
Rowdy said they had it printed out now, and we were just laughing like, printed out. Rowdy goes, man, this was the easiest thing ever because it was next to the crosswords, the crosswords and Sudokus, and he's like, man, this is way easier.
Yeah, this is just. I don't really care what score I get. Then you do it online, and you gotta, it gives you your score, so you gotta you gotta lock it in a little bit more on that. But yeah, the paper's easy, man.
Well, I got good news for you. Let's hit it. This is how we're gonna finish for a few minutes. Ready?
All right.
Gritty time, baby.
You're the guy. You're going to be my gritty time, but you can't hit the gritty right now.
Hold on, we're doing this together? Is this like how we doing this?
Yeah.
So the way we do this, here, I'll give you the ground rules. So we put 5 minutes on the clock. Once you get to see what we're working with, which I'll announce for the crowd, right? So we got Rockies, Brewers, perfect day for it, and Nats on the left column. And then the top of the screen's got the White Sox to cross with, the Reds, and 10-plus win season on the pitching side. And we all play together. Obviously, you get to take center stage if there's like a name that you really want to put out there first because you're the guest here. And then also we usually have our crew that's watching this live that'll chime in on YouTube to help us out as well. So all sound good? Fair?
Yep.
Okay. So take a good look, and when you're ready to go, we'll start. But obviously, yeah, dude, we've got your back. This isn't you on your own. Like, these guys will throw out some names too.
All right. First one that pops to my mind here with the White Sox and Brewers is Bennett Sousa.
What?
Oh,
you are
relief pitcher.
Wait.
How do you spell that one?
Bennett?
Yeah.
Sousa?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sousa.
you are. Come on, let's
like
go, Big Woo. Big Woo, Big Woo. You set the table so high.
That was the most casual drop. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's start with Bennett Sousa for point two.
Yeah,
please.
He was with us this year and got him from the White Sox. That was the easy one.
Wow. All right, you got any more of those up your sleeve?
Let's see. Let me think here. Oh, I think the Hunter Renfroe will be good for Cincinnati and Brewers. I mean, he was only there at the end of the year, so maybe that one's not fresh on people's minds. I don't know.
And Moose is another one that would be
good
there too.
I think Renfroe is probably a better pick. What do we got?
Oh,
8%.
8%. Okay,
that's okay.
That ain't gonna cut it. That ain't gonna cut it.
Can we get a Jeff Francis for the 10+ seasons of wins for the Rockies?
Win season. I like that, Jeffrey.
Joffrey
Francis. He's Canadian, no?
He is Canadian. The old Canadian lefty.
Nice. What do we got there? What's the percentage?
5.
5.
Did Johnny Gomes play for the Nationals? I know he played for the Reds. Do you remember Johnny Gomes played for the Nationals?
Oh, man.
I want to say yes, but if it is, because that's low points right there.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think Doolittle's going to be too high, right?
Doolittle would be a high. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was famous.
I don't know. Yeah, but famous Amos with DC, with Cincinnati?
Let's see.
I mean, yeah, I like Doolittle.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Big woos. I like big woos.
I think it'll be under 5%.
I like it.
Let's do it.
No doubt.
Let's see here. It's going to be higher than 5%. 9%.
9.
We're not doing so hot. Come on, fellas.
Hey,
okay.
Sometimes we get wrong answers, and that's the
Wrong is 100. We can't have no wrong answers.
No.
All right. Let's see.
How about
I always go
Sox,
for relievers.
White Sox and Nationals? Maybe a little Bartolo, but that'd be too much, you think?
Yeah, that'd be a lot.
You think Bartolo for Nats and White Sox is like something that comes to mind for people?
I don't know. Let's do it then.
I don't think so. We're also on a clock, so
I'm going to say
Where is our clock?
6%.
All right,
5 is good.
I like five. Five for Bartolo's low.
That's
I would have
fine.
thought it would have been higher.
How much time we got?
2.5 minutes.
Brian
boy
Shaw
Stubbs.
maybe for White Sox Rockies.
I like that. Brian Shaw.
I don't know
and then
how.
Drew Stubbs.
Yes.
Good call.
The sexy man.
What's wrong with you?
What? Yeah.
Let's see.
3%.
And then go
3%.
go with the Colorado and Reds. Tell them.
Drew Stubbs for Colorado and Reds. I mean, he was like his bod is the exact same as Big Woo's.
That's going to be
6%.
Under 2%. 5.
Wow.
I'm the worst. Hate me, Big Woo. Hate me.
10-win season. I mean,
Let's see. Like, I don't want to put myself on there, but
why not? You're here.
But let's do it last. Let's do it last. Like he can put
Okay.
a stamp on it last. So who we got for Nats?
The Nats. I mean, Tanner Roark would be a name.
Oh.
I'm trying to think like before
Zimmerman.
that. Ryan, yeah, he's before that.
Jordan.
Maybe a little
bigger
name than that.
thinking.
Levon Hernandez, maybe.
You can do the Expos too.
Can you?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You can do the Expos? I
Uh-huh.
thought it was just the Nats. I didn't think they let that happen.
No, Expos too. How about Pedro's brother?
Dennis Martinez?
What about
Yeah, but
Ramon
Martinez?
But it's risky. Did he win 10 dubs? Like, did he get 10 dubs?
We got 2 left. I would say try it.
Yeah, but if it's wrong, are
Yeah,
you
then
sure
you totally
Ramon
screw it
Martinez
up.
got 10 dubs with the Expos? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
My time.
I'm feeling it would be small.
We know Big Woo. For
Let's put. Hurry up. We got 13. Put Big Woo in there.
It's not like it's going to go off.
Yeah.
It's not a
As that's going, what do you guys want? Levon Hernandez or Jordan Zimmerman?
Or Ramon.
Ramon's too risky.
I like Levon.
Somebody's got to
let's
look
go
it up
Levon.
now for me.
No, you can't
will.
cheat.
After.
Well, no, afterward.
Oh,
Yeah. We got you, Todd. Someone will look it up for us.
Yeah.
Kick your ass.
There we go.
Here's a name too. I don't know. Olcan Boyd. I don't know if he won 10 games with them. I'm pretty sure he pitched for the
Oil Can Boyd.
Jesse, look that up.
Expos, right? You said we could do that or no?
I mean, that's what Todd Frazier, baseball Todd referenced Frazier.
We used Rock Reigns one time for the
Oil Can Boyd.
Yeah, what do you got?
And the only reason why I say that,
he won 10 games.
Oh, that would have been like a .00.
That would have been.
And the only reason why I know that, oh no, my internet. There we go.
No, you're good.
The reason why I know that is because the funny story, man, he's from Mississippi and he came back and he pitched for Boston for a while.
Yeah.
And he coached my brother in American Legion baseball back home. So when I was a kid, I was around Olcan Boyd a ton. Played catch with me, threw me BP, the whole 9 yards. So flash forward to 2019, we play an exhibition game at Montreal, and I'm pitching the first game in the exhibition game. And somebody comes in and said, "Hey, somebody's here to see you," and I'm like, "Who the hell is in Montreal wanting to see me?" So I go outside, and hopefully we're getting the story. I feel like I'm breaking up, but
you're good.
It's old Cam Boyd, man, and I hadn't seen him since I was probably like 11 years old, and it was the craziest thing. And we just sat there and we hugged. I hadn't seen him in so long, and of course I had grown up, and it was a pretty cool deal. So that's the reason why that popped in my mind.
Wow,
that's awesome.
That's a cool awesome connection. He's obviously got one of the coolest names too in the bigs in history. So yeah, I like that. Tomo Oka was my favorite from the crowd that put a name out there for 10 dubs. I like that from Toasty. Good call. But all right, that was fun. Good shit, man. Well, Big Woo, good catching up, dude. Crush the brisket. Please, if you don't post, at least send a pic of the Kelsey Swift combo that we got on Halloween in a few days to Kratz.
Send it to me, and I want to put it on. I want to see the pic. I gotta.
All right, I got it. I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. For sure.
I think fans are still scarred from Rowdy Tellez sending his freaking jammed up finger, and he said we could post it.
God.
And I was, all right, so
Jesus.
Yeah, send us something.
This dude, he thinks he's an athlete trying to fill fly balls in the outfield and just bums up his finger. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You can't know your place.
Like Halloween. That looked like Halloween.
that was gore.
Appreciate you, Big Woo. Have a good day, man. Cheers.
Thanks, bro.
Yep. Take care. All right.